the guinea pig mama.
Altså, hvis du kan fange hende, må du...
I'm still tired from yesterday. I'm not sure I'm gonna wake up yet. I was up late. Wasn't really partying. Just hanging out. Still tired though. No one offered me birthday cake yesterday, so I guess I'm eating some for breakfast now. And an energy drink. What a breakfast. I also made an arrangement with a guy who was selling a hiking backpack. It's a model that usually costs like 1800 krona. And yeah, I got it negotiated down to 600. So Mike can finally keep all his things in one backpack. It's just gonna make his life so much easier, you know? Yeah, finally he's gonna be able to develop his own system for packing things down to keep it all compressed. Because right now he's just using two backpacks, you know, two different school type backpacks. What do you call them? Book bags or whatever. It's not really convenient, you know, and he basically has to pack out everything every time he needs a single item. With a large hiking backpack, you don't have that problem. You can open it in the bottom, in the top, sometimes in the middle as well, down the spine of it or whatever you call it. Yeah, I think this is going to be a huge upgrade for him. Another development. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna regret this. I probably will, because I remember sleeping outdoors in mid-October 5 years ago or so, and it was too brutal. It was what made me, well, that along with COVID about to close everything down, made me move to Portugal. But yeah, this time I'm just gonna have to stick it out in the winter because we got some gear that we want to get before we move on, like in a big way. You know, eventually we'll start a journey that goes throughout Denmark and down through Germany and to Italy and so on. But before we set out on that journey, that Europe trip or whatever you call it, I mean, we're probably gonna end outside of Europe as well. But before we even start with that trip, we want to have the proper tent, the solar panels, you know, there's still some water filters and some lights and stuff we need. We just want to have the ideal setup before we venture out into the world, you know. That way we only have to concern ourselves about washing our clothes, taking showers, and acquiring food. Just those three things. We'll be able to generate our own electricity, and we'll be able to use water filters to acquire water. But yeah, there's quite a few investments to be made, and so realistically, we're not going to be able to get out of here until the beginning of December, basically. It's gonna get pretty fucking cold, and I'm not sure if Dion's gonna stay all throughout December, but as I told him and as I keep telling him, if he ever feels it's, you know, a little too samey or a little cold, he can always leave and just rejoin the nomadic convoy at some point that's convenient to him, right? We still got quite a few months left in Denmark. That would be basically 3 months from now, more or less. And in that time, I'm just gonna continue to collect bottles and put some money to the side, you know, to save up for an electric unicycle. It would be perfect if Mike would be capable of investing in the tents, the solar panels. He just invested in the all the components I need for the electrical setup. We ordered those to go to Kikistat's place, to where I'm also sending my tools from Portugal, my electrical tools. And yeah, I'm just gonna build the contraption here. And then when I'm done, I'm just gonna bring the most necessary tools with me, like the multimeter, the soldering iron, wire stripper, just a few things like that. And then I'm just gonna leave all the rest of it here, you know, the crimps and crimp connectors and yeah, all that stuff. Just leave it behind. It's way too much weight for me to be carrying, realistically. All kinds of connectors and cables and stuff. I'm not gonna need it. I'm just gonna need, you know, the basics just to be able to repair the box in the future, just in case. Like if a solder connection comes loose, or who knows, right? But yeah, if I'm able to save up for an electric unicycle in the meantime, I mean, 30 days, that's basically I mean, if I collect roughly 100 kronas worth of paint every day, that would be 9,000 krona, which would be more than enough for like a 5-year-old electric unicycle. Sure, not the biggest, fastest, most feature-rich, or even safest designed electric unicycle, but it's something, right? It's a start, and it's a whole lot bigger of a battery to use for the contraption rather than an electric bicycle battery. Those only have 400 or 500 watt hours. The electric unicycle I could get for 9,000, actually less than 9,000 Danish. That thing it's an EXN, a Begode EXN, and that thing has 2,700 watt hours. Like, that's massive. I could charge up multiple electric bicycle batteries with that thing. But yeah, let's see if I save up enough money. I'm sure I'm gonna have to spend some of it on food as well because of, yeah, the budget being drained, right? I'm gonna work on this now. Make it nice and yeah, started with moving everything out here and then organizing and cleaning, and yeah, we'll figure it out. Gotta clean this back up again after the party. But I've kept it kind of clean, you know? Taken out the dishes and done those. Collected the empty cans and stuff. I'm just removing cobwebs everywhere. And just sweeping everywhere. And making everything nice. I mean, just look at what I've accomplished so far. This looks like almost like a living room now. And in here, basically looks like it. Well, I still haven't done all this up here. Down here, looks like a kitchen again. No big pile over here. All this is just clothes. And yeah, I just moved all this stuff out here for sorting. But yeah, I'm gonna continue removing cobwebs. I guess someone's been forgetting to give the guinea pigs water, so I'm doing that too. Oh my god, sometimes I wonder how these places get by without me. Well, I guess they don't really. Then I guess it's good they got someone like me. I'm getting a bit of a reward for all this nice work. Look at this. That's pretty good, I'd say. Oh yeah, and out here as well. I'm just smoking a cigarette, taking a break before I'm gonna work some more. That's the first thing I moved out. I'm gonna move all this stuff out, and then I'm gonna reorganize it, make it into a proper, what do you call it? Like a place to keep all your tools and work on things. A proper, like, tool shed, I guess. Yeah, let's start. Okay, check it out. This is how far I've gotten so far. I just need this little area down here, and then final sweeping. I try pushing everything down here as much as possible. And then afterwards, I just have to get everything back in and a bit more in order. We're chilling a bit. It's all nice and clean now. We're just chilling here by the fire, heating up a bit. Still watching Totally Spies. He's obsessed. I made some, what is that? It's like some kind of cream cheese with, what do you call it? Chicken with like herbs and tomato in. And then some thinly cut cucumbers on top, 2 of those. And then over here we got some bacon mayonnaise kind of thing. I'm not sure what it is. It's some kind of Danish product. And then we got here the egg salad. They just call this like bacon bit salad, but yeah, kind of weird. Let's try it though. I'm hungry. And I just took some of these. Well, not quite these. I took these that are a bit healthier with some whole grain in there, and roasted them over here. Yeah, this thing heats up. Let's eat. Okay, it's the middle of the night. I went inside. And, I mean, I fell asleep on the sofa. Woke up a little while ago. Got back in the tent. Now I made these, and I made some T here as well. Just hanging out with Jonas, the newest member of the server. Stony invited him, and Stony as well.